Hello, my friends. Here is the story from Tadpole to Frog. Now it's spring, and if you find a creek or a small pond, you may see some tadpoles swimming around in there. And it's a really, really super story. Easy thing to make a flow map out of. From Tadpole to Frog. We know where they start. This is Frog Pond. But where are the frogs? When winter winds whistle, the frogs hide. They sleep at the bottom of the pond in the soft mud. Frogs hibernate in their hideaway all winter long. After the ice melts, flowers appear, birds return, and pond creatures wake up. What's happening right now? Springtime. Spring has arrived at Frog Pond, and here are the old frogs stretching their legs. At night you hear, boom, boom, boom. The males are calling to their mates. The females hear their call. The male hugs his mate and fertilizes her eggs as she lays them in the water. Thousands of soft jelly-covered eggs cling together in the cool water. Thousands! Can you imagine that? In about 10 days, the eggs hatch and the pond comes alive with thousands of tiny tadpoles. They wiggle their tails and breathe underwater with gills, just like fish. Step 1, eggs. Step 2, tadpoles. During the summer, the tadpoles swim about eating water plants, but water beetles, snakes, and birds are eating too. And they are eating tasty tadpoles. When fall comes, look carefully in the water. Are any tadpoles left? Look, here are the tadpoles or wet leaves. They're brownish speckled tadpoles. Hundreds of them float by with the brownish speckled leaves, eating and swimming, swimming and eating. The tadpoles grow fat. Camouflage. When winter winds blow again, they burrow under the mud at the bottom of the pond. They do not eat. They do not move. They just sleep. And when spring sunshine warms the tadpoles' world, they awake, hungry. So they swim and eat and swim, and tiny hind legs begin to sprout. They grow longer and stronger while their tail grows shorter. Tiny front legs begin to show. The tadpoles look like long-tailed frogs. It's not something you see very often. And all summer, the tadpoles change more. Lungs develop and more. Mouths and eyes grow larger and more until they become frogs. And when their tails disappear, they are no longer tadpoles. Now they use their strong legs and their webbed feet to swim instead of their tails. Now they can rest on lily pads and leap onto land. The frogs flick out their long sticky tongues and capture worms and spiders and dragonflies. Now, where are the frogs? Slowly the days grow colder, winter winds blow, and birds fly south. Once again the pond creatures hibernate. Where are the frogs now? Do you remember? There are 2,000 kinds of frogs: leopard and grass frogs, pickerel frog, wood frog, spring peeper, gray tree frog. If you remember that mystery science lesson we did, we heard the peepers when we were listening to all those noises in the spring pond. And where are the bullfrogs? Not a whole lot by us. We probably live right about here, although we do have a lot of frogs.